I'm sorry, what?
Cool. So, Bob, something we always like to ask our guests right off the bat is how did you get into ghosts?
It's an interesting one. It was 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It was March 2020, actually. It was just a few days, or on the day when Papa 4 was anointed.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend, and they come round to my house. We played games, listen to music, and we always liked showing each other the weird music we found. And I remember them putting on, I think, either Year Zero
Mm-hmm.
or Dance Macabre.
Hmm.
And I was like, this is really good. And then they showed me more and they got more into the masks and all that. And I was hooked. And now I am stuck.
Down the rabbit hole it went.
Yes. So, fell in love.
So, which means you joined when we've already had Copia, of course. Would you say that he's also? I mean, of course, your whole look going on. Would you say that Copia is also your favorite Papa?
I have two favorite papas. I like Papa 4 and I like the crusty old man, Papa 1.
Really? Oh wow, that's
Really?
a first for
Really,
this for
I
this
like the
podcast.
crusty old man. Hello, Palmer.
Hello, primo.
He's just, yeah.
Um, so which album is your favorite? I'm curious.
I really like Infant. Infant is
Yeah.
a great album. All of it. How about yours?
Oh, mine is Impera, hands down.
I'm an
Yeah.
I'm an Opus girl. Opus has always been my favorite album. I love it so much.
We nearly hooked on Elizabeth recently.
Yeah, yeah.
Lies of Peace.
It's a favorite song
Yeah.
um,
because you just recognize it.
of course, speaking of the albums, is there an idea that you have for the new album? Maybe what theme you would like for the lyrics, what kind of
Um,
vibe you would want for the music?
I am thinking maybe we'll see I'm hoping anyway, I'm hoping like an
Oh.
incest with a bit of Imperium, but
Mhm.
I
Ooh.
kind of think we're going into an apocalypse theme because
Mm.
Mhm.
you have, I think you have rise and fall of empires, and once an empire is built, there's a war, apocalypse.
True.
And Clopia being one of the four horsemen, technically,
Yeah.
on his white horse, and he references it like what? Um, I think, yes, there could be possibly a war there.
Mm.
Ooh. I love that.
Like
Um,
everywhere Tokyo goes, death follows.
True.
it does.
Like the Four Horsemen.
Um,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna kind of jump around just a little. Which uh, okay, so what were we saying last time? Mr. Saltarian is like famine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
who do you think Copia is in the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse?
The White Horse, I guess,
Uh,
right?
Is it that?
I would say Tokyo is death.
Death? Death itself?
Yeah, definitely. Like the again when we first ever saw Copia, he was riding a white horse,
True.
and the
In the
rider
Reds, in the
of the
Reds
white
video.
horse is death. He calls a pale boy named Death, referencing again the pale white horse.
Ooh.
And then there was the VIP prequel pin. It was Copia on a horse saying, "Don't forget about your friend Death."
Yeah. True.
So I think Copia might be Death or some sort of demigod or representation of death.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Yeah, that
Like
I think that would be a perfect
shows up,
theme.
yeah, like Neil, like that's what I'm trying to go for. Like Neil, Um, where am I going with this? Neil, obviously, for Kopi to ascend, Kopi keeps ascending. I think I've noticed that pattern.
Mm.
Yes.
Like, Kopi came in as a cardinal,
Yeah,
a bit lucky. He ascended. Papa fall and death happens. So I think that follows in more.
Yeah.
cool.
And if we have the apocalypse theme, I think that just ties in perfectly for the next album.
Absolutely.
Hmm. What do you think of what's going on with it?
Um, I there's only my personal wish. I don't since we've been doing so many episodes, I don't have a personal opinion on when it comes to the theme
Yeah,
anymore
I can
because we've heard
imagine.
we've heard so many ideas now. I don't have one
I bet
myself.
it's so many tendons probably.
Yeah.
But my personal wish now also for Jillian, I think, is we would just like something darker, something more evil, like
Definitely.
kind of opus when it comes to the I think the raw music. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
evil and dark. That would be nice.
Yeah. Uh, I think so because again the dark ages are coming.
Exactly.
So
That
I
would be
can't wait
nice.
to hear Papa Four or whoever may come next. Absolutely glowing on the tonight.
When we speak of the new album, we also maybe have to talk about the date when it's coming out. Do you think it's still going to come out in 2024 or just in 2025?
I think if it was going to come in 2024, it still would be later on because the movie hasn't come out yet. There's
True.
been no
Mm-hmm.
like promotion stuff yet. So I think it will obviously we're waiting. I think we'll wait for the Ghost movie. I think once the Ghost movie is done, I think it's going to chain reaction into the rest.
Mm.
So I
Yeah,
think we're waiting for a date for the Ghost movie.
I think so too. Um, Maybe in the ending credits of the movie, it'll be
Yeah.
like new album coming out
Yeah.
December or
I agree.
March
Yeah,
2025.
it could be December as well. Thinking about the whole Jesus is coming and stuff, and Jesus, like the whole thing is like December. So,
But it would also make sense
Good
for the
point.
sales because the holiday season is always perfect
oh
for
yeah, all
things
the
like
sales,
that.
and then you can go into 2025, a fresh year, and start touring again and doing all the
Hmm.
festivals and all that.
Yeah, true. No, I agree. Uh, when we talk about the new album, of course, there were the recordings at the LA Forum with the two
Yeah,
rituals there. Do you think that they will also release a like a live album like Ceremony and Devotion, but just for the LA Forum rituals?
I think maybe a single or little singles.
Oh,
I think we'll get if you have Ghost in 20s, A side, B side.
oh, that would be cool. I would like
Because they
that.
were the two that were mainly recorded, especially because of the if you have Ghost with the like cellos and the grand piano, and then 20s
Yeah,
famous big theatrical thing, the boxing gloves thing. I think 20s and maybe if you have Ghost would be
that
like
would be
A side,
nice.
B side, little single album.
Ooh.
Mm.
Maybe we'll
Uh,
even get music videos for those too.
I hope so. I might cut it and post it on YouTube. I guess like if you have Ghost like orchestral.
Mm. Oh
Ooh,
yes,
yes.
love that.
Speaking of the movie, Tobias has stated in an interview that it would be a movie with concert elements.
Mm.
What are you hoping to see when the movie comes out?
I am hoping to see some thigh, some ass, and utopia.
Yes.
I mean the law. I mean the law. Um,
I absolutely
get the ground off the guts. Um, I hope it's going to be a good. I think to tie everything together because the
yeah.
chapters we had are a bit open ended. We don't know really what's going on. Who's Mr. Soltarian? Like, why is Neo like glowing and switching? Like, so I hope the movie will tie the ending.
Yes. I hope so because as of right now, there are too many questions in the
Too few
Ghost
answers, yeah.
fandom.
Yeah, it's like open ended at the minute, and
Mhm.
I know Tobias. He's probably doing that to us with a dog.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
I love that you've already said this yourself, but who do you think Mrs. Solitarian actually is?
I think he's gonna be a bit of a mystery of I think until like a movie, but I think he's going to have some sort of knowledge. He's going to know something, and he's going to reveal
Mm-hmm.
almost his secret that he's been holding in all these chapters and being this weird, mysterious mood.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There of course was the scene at the LA Forum where Papa got some boxing gloves. Do you think that could
Yes,
maybe tie in with the scene that we saw in one of the chapters where Mrs. Solitarian was training Papa in some boxing or fighting?
yes, and he's gonna fight, and I think he hope he's going to be fighting for his life.
True that.
Um,
Ooh.
he better be getting his ass worked into shape, because it is war. But
I love that.
Voltairean is trying to obviously help Copier, but he could be also a double agent. He
True.
could be finding out what his weaknesses to strike. But
Mm.
That is what I've
Yeah,
said.
I'm
I always say
I'm with
that
you.
I always think that he is like being made sick, and I think it's by Sister and Nihil. So maybe he will find.
mm,
I think my guess is that Sister and Nihil are making Copia sick for whatever reason. I don't know, because if you remember the Australia concerts, Papa on stage stated that he's feeling weaker, and he said that he feels like his time is coming. And what if in the movie he finds out that they were making him sick for again whatever reason, and then he will fight? I don't think he will fight Sister, but I think he could fight Nihil. Um, and maybe Solitarian knew all of that they were making him
I
sick, and that's why he's been training them. That's just my guess, though.
I think he's possibly going to ascend again. When he was Copier to ascend, Neil died. So I think he's probably feeling a bit weak and old. And if
Yeah.
he's going to die, it means he's going to ascend again.
Hmm.
But where is he going to ascend to, and who's going to make that deathly sacrifice?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, I think possibly Sister.
Oh.
Oh.
I think Sister, her time is numbered.
Yeah, we've had a couple people think that too, and I think it makes sense, especially from the teaser trailer for the movie where they included a little snippet from The Exorcist where
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
shows Father Karras's mother and she dies in the movie. So,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the lyric in Witch Image, like a mother would save her own child from digging a grave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
yes.
think Sister will probably die, and on her deathbed, she will reveal to Copier that obviously she's his mother.
Yeah.
And I think Soltarian will hold a secret, and that could be something that will maybe change the course for the storyline in Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um.
Because that
Sorry.
also that also ties into the Caligula. I know we're kind of going into theories now, but it kind of ties into the Caligula theory, which I'm pretty sure historically, like something happened to Caligula's mom. I think she died, or if
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe I think Utopia might have maybe a child somewhere or something like that, because in a lot of artwork with Copia, like backdrops on Pico and well, this triangle, but um, there's Copia with these like cardinal stuff, and then in the distance, this is like a woman-like figure coming in, and it's like, is there someone being fetched in? So it's like maybe a child there, and fresh blood into a new storyline and possibly a new name, moving
mm-hmm.
from Nolitas.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds.
I like
Um,
that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a strange one. I don't know. I've sat way too much and thought about this.
That's okay.
I've also started asking people this question. Who in your opinion is the mother of Primo, Secondo, and Terzo? Because it's obviously not Sister.
No. I think Papa One, they just found him somewhere, like in the library, and was like, "Hey, you look fitting. Do you want to put on this spooky coat?" And before he found him at some like karaoke bar drinking whiskey and rum,
Oh my God.
and then gave him a job. And two, well, two and three are meant to be like 6 months apart, but I don't know much about biology, but I don't think that's works.
Hmm.
I love
Um,
that.
so I don't know. With two and three, I think possibly two was just hired,
Hmm.
like he was in the clergy, like a member somewhere,
Yeah.
and then he was like the best option. Um, and I think for three, I think there might be someone there, like motherly. I don't know his sister or what. I think we all know Neil is a bit of a player, a bit of a whore. Um, so it may be one of them.
Hmm. Yeah. I think I agree.
I
Like
totally
I don't
agree.
know.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's really hard with the siblings, I guess, with Gopi because we just don't really know. I guess.
Hmm.
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 Um, okay, so I forget where I was at. You could cut this
I
little
know I
part.
just rambled, but
No,
didn't I?
no, I love it, genuinely. I
Yeah.
love it when people have something to say.
Exactly.
And I totally agree. Like I always picture Papa Nil as that really mangy alley cat that just likes to impregnate all the other cats. Like that's how I picture him. Or my fellow Americans who have the "he's Scooter, he's neutered" commercials of like this pimped out orange cat that can't impregnate all the cats. Anyway, ramble. um, so back to the movie really quick.
Yeah.
Do you think it's mostly going to be answering questions about the chapters, like making it cohesive, or do you think we will see the actual full LA show along
Um,
with small little bits?
hmm. I think it's going to be a combination of both. I think there's going to be elements. I think it's going to be a story-led thing, but there'll be a thing that will happen in the story and it'll tie into the video being played.
Yeah.
So I think if you have Ghost with the cellos and the grand piano, that's going to be a death.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
Okay.
something like that's going to happen with a death or something. And then it's going to fade into black into that stage performance.
Yeah. Could be very
And
true.
then it'll be because if you have Ghost, you have everything, and that would be a great way to end an era.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
And start anew.
do you think they will, just the style of the movie part, do you think they're going to um film it like the chapters were filmed or something completely different?
I think it's going to be very similar to chapters. I think there's going to be some like magic, moving magic in there, so maybe some CG and stuff, maybe. But I think it's going to be a bit of a combination,
Yeah.
and I'm really looking forward to it because I I just don't know what to expect fully. But knowing
Hmm.
how it goes and looking at the chapters and trying to see, yeah, I think it's going to be filmed in the mausoleum a
Hmm.
little bit and maybe somewhere else.
True.
Um, do you think that there will be another Papa for the next album? And if so, do you think that he would be revealed in the movie or just kind of after?
I think maybe if you, yes, I think it would be good to see another Papa already. I think it'd be nice to see a fresh face almost. Um, and how that dynamic would work, I don't know. But I would like a new Papa. I much
Yeah.
like
Same.
Copier and I love him for bits. It'd be nice to see a new Papa, but not get rid of Copier.
Like not kill him, just retire him.
Yeah, like he'll become like almost like a Neo figure, almost like a head watching over.
Likeable Nihil.
Yeah, it's like a Neo, a Neo, Neo.
um, when we say that there is going to be a new Papa, is there anything that you would like to see for him? Like, what would you wish for his, his appearance to be like and his vibe? You think he should be like more, I don't know, more evil, or what would you wish for
I
him?
would like to see a bit of a grittier, worn Papa again after seeing so much fresh
Yeah,
paint. I'd love to see a bit of grit, a bit of
yeah, same.
worn, and
Ooh, I like
uh,
that because if you're going apocalyptic, I think having some wear and tear on your papa would be.
and the ghouls as well. Like it'd be cool to see a different ghoul. I think it would be somewhat similar to what we have now, but it'd be a more like rusted, worn ghoul helmet. Like the metal frames will rust, and so you'll
Oh,
see like rust coming down the river or something.
Ooh,
I like that.
I like that.
Same.
And like the horns and that have a few breaks or something, and the leather looks a bit torn. I think that'd be fun.
And for his
Yeah.
clothes, do you have a like a rough
Uh,
idea?
I think if it's going to be a war, I think it's going to be like very military-esque, but I think there's going to also be like grandeur still, because it's both. There's going to be all of shiny things.
Hmm.
But I think it might be a door, not as blasé, maybe. I
Yeah.
think it will be a bit shiny, but very dark.
Nice. That would be nice.
I think they're running out of colors though.
You've already mentioned the goals. Do you have a like something that you would like to wish, something you wish that you would see from them, like the new mask, how that would look like?
Yes, no, I don't know if it'd be a totally new mask, but
Hmm.
it would be cool to see a very worn one of what we've got
Yeah.
now, like rust ripping down and maybe change things up a little bit. But if we were going to get new Papa and stuff, it would be cool to see different ghouls. And if we're going into the war and apocalypse, um, I think it could be very dark and gritty and grimy.
Very
Hell
true.
yeah, dude. Um, I feel like how would you want that to be interpreted for the stage design? Would you want to keep the same background but make it weathered, or would you want more like this is the end, apocalyptic theme, fire?
I would like some fire, yes.
Yes.
But I think we'll have like the three-dimensional backdrop again, but I think it'll be a bit more elaborate maybe. We'll have different stained glass windows because
Mm-hmm.
it'll explain a new story probably. But it'd be really nice to see a bit more on stage, a little like with the stands for like
Hmm.
wrists and lights. Maybe some on them a little bit more to make them stand out a bit apocalyptic. Even
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, barrel or something.
I would
Love
like
that.
that. Yeah, love to see
I
that.
think that'd be fun.
Very true. Um, when we talk about the new era, the new Papa, the new goals, the new music, we can also expect some new merch, of course. Are you into buying like a lot of actual Ghost merch?
I think so.
So are you
Uh,
is there um I mean are you like buying also like clothes, or is it just
yes,
like
I've
the
got
actual fucking
shirts
cool stuff that you
and
have?
stuff. Shirts and all of this.
Love that.
I would like to see some new merch. I'd like a ghost washing machine to wash away your sins, all your dirty sins.
Perfect. Perfect.
So ghost
I
washing
would buy
machine,
that. I would buy it.
Perfect. That would be amazing also
and
for
maybe
like shower gel and like shampoo, like a shampoo line.
what
Wash away your
that here
sins.
sounds like cool. Wash your sins away.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, the unholy trinity, three in one.
Wash your sins away. Why am I just looking at that washing machine like, how am I going to make this into a ghost?
That would also be a perfect opportunity for Papa 3's severed head. Could be the what is that called? What is the English word for the is that a window where you look
Window?
Oh, you want a front loader? Okay, I
yeah,
was thinking a top
Yes,
loader,
no,
front
but
front
one
loader.
front.
loader. Could be Turtle's
Yes. That'd be, yeah, I can see that. If I'm honest, the front loader ball's already black anyway, like it's a white paint. Right.
But there would
Anybody want
Yeah.
to buy a ghost washing machine?
Me?
there should be an option where you can drop in some what's it called, some dye, so it makes the water all red, but it
Yeah.
doesn't dye the clothes, of course, just the water, so it looks like even more
Oh
evil.
no,
That would be
God,
nice.
what do you imagine? Or
That'd be hilarious.
uh,
I need
or
this
like
biblically.
again, a little mini ghost fridge, and every time you open the door, it goes ta-da.
Ta-da! Yes,
Oh my god, yes, please.
I need this.
Comes with a
Yeah,
pack of juice boxes, of course.
quench your holy thirst. Ta-da.
Oh, that sounded like that actually sounded really, really authentic. That ta-da. Sounded just like the real deal. Love that.
Ta-da.
Love it. Um, is there of course we've already touched on onto the theories a little bit, but is there an actual favorite one of yours, or is it the Four Horsemen theory?
I like going into all different kinds of series. The apocalypse one seems very interesting and maybe quite possible. I looked into like the another papa as well. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I had my own thoughts on that. I think if he was going to fetch back any papa, it wouldn't be three, it'd be two.
Hmm. Why is
Because
Mm.
yeah.
we're getting a lot of like I know imagery about two at the minute with the 13 commandments and him parting the seas and uh,
Oh.
just in general, like the merch we've got recently, it's very funky to Papa too.
Yeah.
He
Hmm.
seems like a general almost. I feel like he'd be doing good with that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas
Um
Papa 3 would be too busy. I don't know. I don't want to know.
there is of course also the ever so famous Antichrist theory. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I actually like that theory quite a lot. Like, I would love to see Papa 4 with some like horns that like angry
Hell
and
yeah.
like, and then having some crazy costumes like Merciful Fate, like now with King Diamond. Um, I seen like King Diamond having a horn like helmet mask on. That looks really cool.
Hmm.
I like
But yes, Antichrist Papa form. You know, I had so much to say about that, and it's all gone.
that. I feel that. um
But
yeah, sorry.
it's still exciting, I guess. Like with the tattoo we've seen, like the
Hmm.
666, and if he's getting weaker and weaker, it could mean he'll ascend into the Antichrist,
Yeah.
which means he'll be over the whole of the clergy and he'll have total control. And
Hmm.
that's scary because
Yeah.
we'll be eating rigatoni for the rest of our lives.
But it does make sense with what you said earlier because you're like, Copia will only ascend from here. So what's higher than Papa? It would be
Yeah,
Antichrist, you know? That's a step up for
that's it.
sure.
He keeps ascending and ascending and ascending. And if he is death, if he's one of the false horsemen of death, and how do you kill death? You can't. So he's only going to ascend and get stronger. But with each ascension, he's going to be weaker while he transforms.
Yeah.
And if he ascends, he could ascend into anything,
Yeah.
like a washing machine.
um there's also like I'm not sure who it was, but we've had a guest that said if the Antichrist theory came true and Papa actually evolved into the Antichrist, what would come after that? Because there's only so high you can go rank wise. What is the end goal? You know, like what comes after Antichrist
He
Copia?
will come along and kill off, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, Almost like another demon child thing.
Oh.
It would come along and maybe take out the position of Copia. Or the Copia will be thrown back into the depths of hell, like maybe cast a spell, like
Mm-hmm.
cast away from the center of the heavens or something.
Oh. That
So
sounds
I think
nice.
Or
he might be cast down back into the bottom pit of hell if he is ascending
ooh.
to uh, Antichrist.
But what would then be the end goal? Like God? Or what
Uh,
where's Tobias
I
heading with
think,
this?
Well,
I think
yeah.
the person who would come to get Coulter and Stone down would be the one to take over the throne and be Papa, and it would go back into the theory of a different bloodline almost, like not the Americas, but this new line, kind
Ooh,
of
new line.
forward into the new.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or he could go a completely different take, which I don't know why this song popped in my head. It's a Kanye West song, but it's like, what's a man to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? So maybe the era after
Oh,
that is someone who don't believe
non-religious?
in nothing. Yeah.
And
I don't know.
that's it's really interesting because there's so many theories, and again, Tobias has completely mined through the all.
Mm-hmm.
So looking into all these little details, like looking for anything.
Absolutely. It's impressive, and as a fan, it's very frustrating. Because there's a billion different things. There's so many stuff that he just like picks from, and it's
Yeah,
I love it, but it's also like I would like one solid answer,
He's
sir.
the he's
Just
the
one.
he's the Taylor Swift of rock and metal. Well, whatever.
Oh,
Yes, he is. Don't make that
oh,
face, Joyan.
oh my God. Ew, okay. I, oh, okay. Thank you for that, Sabrina.
You're
You're
welcome.
done.
oh, well.
You're done.
Anyway, what do you think the food will look like if we did get a new Papa for? No, not a Papa, a
Mm.
new Papa.
You
Joyan,
go
What
you go
first,
I
first.
guess
Sabrina.
No, Joyan, you go first.
the code will
Okay,
be
I'll go
like,
first. So
um,
I've thought about this. I would really want someone for the next era to be the worst, the absolute worst. I would want him to be greedy. I would want him to be the
yes,
cause of the fall of the empire.
yeah,
I would maybe someone a little scarier like Secondo, but more suavier, like how the media depicts the devil himself. Like I would want someone
Oh.
with the charisma, with a sleeker look. A few of our guests have said like the 1800s Dracula, kind of like a steampunkish, and I think that would be wonderful. Like while having that charisma, but being greedy, being everything that the anti-popes and like Satanism doesn't stand for. So
yes.
I think that'd be cool.
Great as well. Like that's kind of lined up as well because of respite on the speaker field. That's not a very old like that. It could
Mm-hmm.
go into a very steampunkish era if you
Yeah.
wanted.
Mm. For me,
Um,
I don't have any wishes for, the character, but if I could choose his look, I'm a huge Repugnant fan. And so
oh,
I would love a mixture of the look of Copia and Mary Gore. I would really like that.
ooh,
Um, really like a bloody Papa. I think I would like that. Uh,
yeah.
just a rough looking, evil, horrible guy. Not that Mary
I
Love
Gore is
it.
horrible,
ooh,
but just looking horrible.
I kind of see a little bit of Mary Gore repugnant in like Papa 3 and Neo a little bit, especially
Mm-hmm.
with the black paint on the side of
Yeah, yeah,
the jaw. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's
yep,
very similar.
yeah,
Like I really like him.
very true.
So it'd be really good to see a good gritty, but as you say, like sleek and kind of sassy, but his own, I guess, cockiness is going to be the one that shows it
Yes.
all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Greed, cockiness, his big ego, he's going to push it all on.
True.
absolutely. That's what I would want.
Now, like Holy Mary.
I'm sorry, what?